And we are live. Magandang araw, magandang gabi sa iyo, kabaro, kamate. My name's Philip Prendado. Welcome po sa Online Third Mate. Now, sa ating live stream ngayong gabi, gusto ko po pag-usapan ito pong aking na-encounter na bulletin para po sa mga marino natin. May nahuli pong illegal na gamot sa isang barko. Okay? Even though mataas pa rin ang sahod sa barko. Basahin natin ha. Colombia drug smuggling. Bali po sa ito maraming mga droga dito. Sino ba to? Si Pablo Escobar nung araw. Itong talamak na to eh. May mga cartel yan eh. The club has recently experienced 2 attempts by drug smugglers to place illegal substances aboard entered vessels in Colombian ports. On the first occasion, a Cape-sized bulk carrier was loading coal at Puerto Drummond. Acting on intelligence reports, the Colombian authorities carried out a detailed search both above and below the waterline and found 250 packages of cocaine hidden inside the rudder compartment. Yan o. The second case involved a container vessel working cargo at a river berth in Barranquilla. Terminal security observed a small boat dropping 2 packages into the water nearby. The police boarded the vessel shortly afterwards and discovered 2 bags of cocaine underneath a damaged manhole cover inside one of the cargo holds. A mobile phone and rubber gloves were subsequently found by the crew and handed over to the police. Similar incidents include a vessel which loaded coal in Puerto Nuevo. The ship was searched when it arrived in the United Kingdom and a large quantity of cocaine was found inside the rudder compartment. On other occasion, a vessel bound for Europe was searched before sailing from Puerto Drummond and 3 suitcases of cocaine were recovered from the engine room. Nako! Kasabwat ang crew neto. The Colombian authorities are very alert to this issue and frequently search vessels both on board and underwater in response to intelligence reports. At some ports and terminals, an underwater inspection of the hull is mandatory, particularly at facilities specializing in oil or coal. Vessels calling at other terminals may request such a search. All underwater inspections are conducted by the Colombian Navy or by private divers and are carried out by the ship's owner's expenses. Tama naman yon, at least na papaggastusan ng ating kumpanya. Members with vessels proceeding to Colombian ports are advised to ensure that action is taken to reduce the possibility of drugs being placed on board. To minimize the likelihood of such an incident, the following preventative measures may be considered. Ito po yung mga pwede natin gawin kapag kami na-encounter tayong mga droga. Okay, ganito po. Advise the master and crew that vessels calling at Colombian ports are exposed to an increased risk of drug smuggling, emphasizing the need for extra vigilance at all times whilst at anchor or alongside. Pwedeng kasabot yung crew or may kakilala sa company or talagang kinabit sa labas ng barko. Pwede, diba? Pero I believe the former, not the latter. Okay, I believe na may kasabot yan. Instruct the crew that suspect packages and suspicious behavior by third parties, example, sa visitors or stevedores or contractors or shore personnel, should be reported immediately to the master. Again, hindi lang po yung mismong illegal substance but also obserbahan mo yung mga tao sa paligid mo. Malaking advantage pag may idea ka sa psychology. Okay? Body language. Next, alert all personnel to the possibility that drug smugglers may attempt to befriend crew members in the hope, baka kaibiganin ka, in the hope of persuading them to hide drugs on board, either for financial gain or as a favor. Such attempts may be made while alongside or during trips ashore. Crew members should be reminded of the harsh penalties that drug smugglers face if convicted. Yan po. Wag ho tayong patutokso sa ekstrang pera sa barko. Granted, siguro 300,000 na pwedeng ibayad sa'yo dyan. Hindi natin alam. Colombia yan, may mga cartel dyan, hindi po natin alam. Pero huwag ho tayong padadala sa tukso. Okay? Lahat po na nagpapadala sa tukso, ang ending na didisgrasya po. Okay? A common place for hiding drugs is inside the rudder compartment. To minimize this risk, a substantial grating or barrier may be fitted to prevent entry from the water. Ayan po, kaya kailangan din ng ng extra securing point sa rudder, pero at the same time maganda rin yung may divers, ensuring that the steelwork will remain clear of the rudder stock over its full range of movement. Ideally, such fittings should be, okay, welded in place. The arrangement should be inspected periodically to ensure that they remain intact, as there have been occasions when determined drug smugglers, yung talagang determinado drug smugglers have used a hacksaw to cut through the metal bars to gain access. Ayan yung talagang nagsisikap na. Yung may, ibig sabihin yan, kung may pambili sila ng hacksaw tapos ano, 'di ba? Underwater pa, ayun, yung determinado, yung may ano yan, may budget yan. Malaking cartel yan. Ingat po tayo mga kabaro. So, alam ko po, mahirap ang buhay ngayon, nakakatukso, di ba? O, totoo yan. Pero paano yung pamilya mo? Paano yung pamilya mo? Okay? If it is possible to enter the rudder compartment from the engine room, the relevant authorities, example, anti-narcotics police, should be invited to witness the removal of the manhole cover in order to inspect and photograph the inside, replacing and sealing the manhole cover thereafter. However, this should not be done if the authorities are not available or refuse to attend. In such circumstances, the manhole cover should be left untouched, as signs that the bolts were recently removed may cause the authorities to conclude that any drugs found inside the rudder compartment before sailing were hidden there by the crew. Okay, so maganda pa rin yung meron tayong extrang security na aakyat sa barko, kasi baka mamaya pagbintangan pa yung mismong crew na ay may tinago kayo dito last minute, ganyan. Place additional lighting over the side to illuminate the surrounding water and the quayside at night, particularly around the stern. Regular checks over the side may also be carried out using the Aldis lamp as a searchlight. All deck lighting should remain switched on throughout the night kung kayo po ay nasa port or kayo po ay nasa angkorahe. Maintain a strict watch on the accommodation ladder. Only persons with valid reasons for boarding should be granted access. The gangway watchman should be alert to anyone bringing bags or packages on board and should check what they contain. Obvious naman to. Self-explanatory na to. Consider the use of private security guards who may be instructed to patrol the vessel's decks continuously. Report any signs of suspicious activity. Keep a close eye on small craft and fishing boats operating in the near vicinity. Watch out for unauthorized divers and air bubbles rising to the surface, and monitor the vessel's stern area to ensure that no one tries to gain access to the rudder compartment. The use of a launch may also be helpful in this respect. Again po, baka habang naka-duty ka sa gangway, syempre to some extent may encounter mo yung pupa. Ngayon, tignan mo baka mamaya merong unnecessary bubbles dyan, 'di ba? May parang extra wake dyan galing sa hacksaw, di natin alam. Paano kung may extra spark pa doon? O, tignan mo kung may lumiliwanag sa tubig sa may waterline. Tignan mo. 'Di ba? Or yung duty AB preferably. Tignan mo rin. 'Di ba? Sa gangway naman po, 'di ba, sa kubyerta, to some extent pwede kang dumungaw pa ganyan 'di ba? Pwede kang dumungaw pa ganyan, makikita mo kung may umiilaw-ilaw doon sa may pupang, sa may bandang baba 'Di ba? Pero it would be best kung yung duty AB na kasama mo. Yung rumoronda, tignan niya. Okay? Arrange an underwater inspection prior to departure. Bago po tayo umalis, mag-arrange ng underwater na inspection by, sagutin ng ship owner yan, yung private divers. The divers should be instructed to pay particular attention to the bilge keels, sea chests, tunnel thruster gratings, sacrificial anodes, and the inside of the rudder compartment. The local PNI correspondent should be able to provide details of companies offering such services. Again, tignan nyo rin po kung ano yung mga companies na pwede mag-offer at pakatulong sa inyo. Siyempre, make sure na hindi kayo may scam. Search the vessel thoroughly before sailing in accordance with the ship security plan. Okay, extra lookouts, extra watch, mas maigpit ang security. Maintain written evidence of all the above. Okay, basically, ilalog mo ito. Okay, napakasimple lang, self-explanatory na. If it is suspected that illegal substances may be hidden on board, or if search reveals the presence of drugs, the local authorities, owners or managers, port agents, and the local PNI correspondent should be contacted immediately. Photographs and or video recordings of the drugs may be taken to show how they were found. But nothing should be touched. Wala kayong hawakan, fingerprints ninyo. Ingat po. The area should be sealed off and guarded until the authorities arrive. If drugs are found on board a vessel in a Colombian port, the local prosecutor's office will almost certainly launch a criminal investigation. In addition, the port authority may decide to check the vessel security arrangement to determine whether they fulfill the applicable requirements of the ISPS code. Okay? Tignan po ninyo yan, ha? Anong level kayo? 1, 2, or 3? The vessel will not be permitted to sail until ang investigation po ay complete na, which may take several days. However, long delays may be expected if the authorities suspect that crew members were involved. Okay, so ingat lang po kayo. Sarap extra sideline no, sa barko, no? Magic pipe, di ba? Dala ka ng droga, nakakatukso po. Pero kawawa po ang pamilya ninyo. Tatawanan lang po. Okay? So I'm ending my live stream here. Maraming salamat po sa panonood. Don't forget to share sa inyo. Be happy, be healthy, and most importantly po, to God be all the glory. Keep safe. Ingat po kayo.